Okay, here we are. Here we are on Whopper Wednesday at the Burger King. I realized I don't have my lip chap, aka Vaseline, with me, and my lips are chapped, so this is gonna be a bit of a Napoleon Dynamite situation. If anyone gets that reference. Okay. This might not be a good time to live stream, but it might be a good time to live stream. We'll see what happens here. But it's always awkward when I'm first just talking to myself. I don't know what other people do. Do they not talk until other people talk in the chat? Okay, I need to like regulate my nervous system because I'm like anxious and okay, a lady is staring at me in a car. Lady is staring at me over yonder. And maybe she's not staring, maybe I just happened to look over when she was looking at me, and I want to look over again to see if that was the case or if she is in fact staring at me, but I'm too scared to do that, so okay, I'm gonna try and do that. Okay. Oh, okay, she's not looking at me anymore. Okay. Oh, we have a person. Hello. I wasn't even gonna get the Whopper today because I had so much freaking protein earlier today. And I forgot that I was doing this in a way. I knew I was doing this, but I forgot that it required me to eat a burger on camera to do the Whopper Wednesday live stream because I scheduled this a couple days ago, so I had to commit. So I got the Whopper, but I'm not even hungry. I just ate a piece of lettuce because it's like I'm still on protein overload from earlier today, so maybe I'll just save it for later in the live. Everyone's probably working right now because people work and I guess I don't. So that's why I'm here and no one else here. Okay. Can you pronounce my name? Dev Sharma? I think I'm saying it right because I don't know how else to pronounce that. Okay, people are here. People in the chat. Burger Queen. Alyssa, yes. Yes, that is my name. We are at the Burger King. Maybe you can see it in the background. Okay. We're at the Burger King having our weekly Whopper. I'm trying to make this a thing. I'm from British Columbia, Canada. Haha, Burger Fling. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a regular thing. This was going to be my new diet, was trying to eat healthy and clean other than my weekly Whopper. So, yeah, that's going to be the new diet. The Whopper diet. Your name is Alyssa. Yeah, it is my name. Hello. From Russia, Kurgan. Greetings. Must be cold over there. It's getting chilly here, but Russia seems very cold. That's what I know about it over there. I've never been. I'm from Indonesia. That's cool. Is it warm there? What's the temperature right now in Indonesia? Because I'm guessing it's warm. I hope it's not monsoon season. And that reminds me of, like, I didn't know about all the hurricane stuff, really. I had heard roughly about it, but I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it, and it's like I want to look more into it, but I don't. But, like, it just seems really devastating. I haven't seen any photos or anything of the destruction, but rest in peace to all the people from the hurricanes. I don't even know what the names of them are. The new one is maybe Nadine. Other than that, I don't even know. But, okay, well, we got on a tangent about weather there for a second. Yo, you're the reaction go right. I react to Indian content on a channel called IRH Daily. So if that's the reaction girl that you're talking about, that is me. And I just unzipped my fanny pack. At the beginning of this live, I talked about how it was going to be a problem that I didn't bring my Vaseline for my insanely chapped lips that I have to like literally apply every half hour. I just tried to look for it again, forgetting that I didn't bring it, that it's not in my fanny pack, that I took it out, forgot to put it back in. So yeah, I don't know why I thought you're from the US. Well, oh, Stevenson, buddy, back in the chat. I remember you because that is quite the name. And yeah, I guess I seem like I'm from the US. I fooled everyone. I don't have a Canadian accent. So no, sunny day in Moscow. Okay, it's sunny in Moscow, Russia. You should listen to the Talking Heads. That's okay. They sing the song Psycho? I was just listening to that song today, actually. Let me just make sure that's what it is. Talking Heads, like Psycho Killer, is it? Yeah, Psycho Killer. I want to listen to more songs by them. I'm intrigued because this is a very interesting song. If anyone knows, it's like Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah. He's automatically dripping my feelings. Hey, someone, sorry, I don't know what that means. Bali? Do I know Bali? Like, do I know where it is? God, I look so stupid. Bali. Bali is in Asia. Like, Bali is it actually a place in India? It's not. It's its own country. Isn't Bali its own country? Okay, I'm so stupid. Okay, oh God, if I would just read the next comment. Bali is a nice area in Indonesia. Okay. Whew. Bali's Indonesia. Okay, thank you for enlightening me today. Joa, thank you. Joa is here moderating, guys. I asked them if they could moderate today, if they were going to be available. So everyone be grateful for Joa for being my one and only very awesome moderator. Okay, I'm already getting behind on the chats. Saw your video. How are you? Where's your partner? Sean is, he's at home, but he's doing well. And yeah, we're just chilling. We're meaning to get back to the reaction channel eventually, but it has not happened yet. The hat is giving cardboard vibes, girl. Love it. Yes, it's definitely a paper product. It's actually last time's Whopper Wednesday live stream crown. Like, it's not a new one. I'm not gonna pollute the earth, although cardboard doesn't really pollute that much, right? But I'm not gonna get a new crown every time. So this was sitting in the back of the car from the last time I did this. Yeah, it's Whopper Wednesday. We got our Whopper here. Still haven't started eating it. Stream time 5 minutes. Alyssa behind on chat 3 minutes. Check. Why? Okay, I'm caught up. Yeah, Bali's not in India. Okay. I want to announce to everybody that I learned today Bali. Okay, I didn't actually really think it was in India. I'm like, for someone that also learns about India and areas and like is on a YouTube channel where we react to Indian content and we're constantly learning about Indian stuff. For me to think Bali was in India is really just shameful, stupid thing. I didn't fully think that. The word sounds like associated with India in some way, okay? So that's what happened. No, India's the only country I would never want to visit. No, why? India seems fun. Guys, why are we hating on India? No, I want to go there. Sean and I are wanting to go there. Obviously, I think there's like certain places there that it's, there's a lot of poverty and stuff going on in different areas and stuff like I feel like there's like a big variety of what it's like there though. So yeah, let's not hate on India, guys. Brilliant. Sorry, Joe, I don't know what, poverty. There's different, everywhere there's poverty too. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. Am I going to get myself canceled today? I don't know. I'm just already just like, God, did I say something wrong? Okay, the guilt complex is initiated right now. Okay, Slumdog Millionaire was made years ago, but like a lot of people will associate India with like it being not what it actually is like from what I've learned, it's very developed, like, and there's still certain places that there's still poverty-stricken areas and stuff in certain places that it's like really sad, and so it's sad to see, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, India doesn't have good PR. Yeah, that's the thing. It's I know people from there, and it's not like how it's depicted in certain films or movies or stuff. Like, yeah, there's some places that are like that, or that have there's a fly there. I don't know. I just feel like I'm offending the people in India right now. That's what I feel like, and yeah, I'm ashamed. That's what's going on in my body right now, okay? I got triggered. You guys are seeing it, because I'm very vulnerable on my channel, so Slumdog Millionaire was the baddest movie at the time. Yeah, no, I really like that movie. It's really good. I know the Indian actor Amir Khan, there was an interview of him talking about it, I believe, or being asked about it, and he did not seem to be a fan of it, because for the reasons that I had expressed, of like the way India can be depicted in films, it not really being super accurate. Like, maybe that's why he wasn't a big fan. But that movie, though, they had the two kids in it were actually from India. I believe they had been also living in a slum as well. Like, it was sort of, they were obviously kind of acting, but they weren't like actors. They were like living that life. I could be totally wrong about that, but I just remember hearing like the kids were actually like kids from slums or something and were cast in the movie. Okay, that could be wrong, but I thought that's what I heard. Southern India as well, all of it is divided sort of like here in the castes. I've definitely heard about the caste and stuff, but is that actually legitimately like a still ongoing thing? Like, what do you mean by divided into castes? Like, like people, it's not actually, they don't actually have obviously like borders or divisions of the caste. It's just like different groups of different people. But yeah, the caste system just seems really sad and discriminatory and stuff like that. So I would rather go to the interior of Africa. Okay, I work with people from Punjab. That's awesome. Every country, yeah, they're good and bad. Yes. Let's just like I want to change the topic because I don't know. I'm gonna get canceled for something. Okay, why am I being so scared of being canceled today? I don't know, guys. It flared up. Feeling like I have to be really PC and not offend anyone and not get canceled. That fear flared up today. Can speak from personal experience that it's not the most female-friendly country in the world. Yeah, it's I know culturally there's like different cultural norms or things going on for sure, right? Definitely, I would, like, certain areas especially, I would not want to be walking out alone there in certain areas, but also here I would not want to be walking out alone in certain areas. It's sort of like the difference between the good neighborhood and the everything just depends where we're working. Yeah, okay, let me just catch up with the chat. How are you? I'm Umberto. I follow you from Italy. Ooh, please say hello to me, please. Yeah, hello. Do I know any Italian? Arrivederci, is that something? I don't know. I'm Greek, but so Greece and Italy are close to each other and similar cultures, but I don't know any Italian. Ciao Bella, I guess that's something. I asked my coworker today what band code means. It's something like, oh geez, culture gives it meaning. What are we talking about, guys? Why is your lower lip so dry? Because I forgot my Vaseline. I have mentioned this a few times now. It was in this fanny pack, and then I switched bags and forgot to put it back in here, and I thought I had it with me. I don't have the Vaseline, so my lips are really chapped, and they're going to continue to get chapped because my skin is very dry all the time. I literally apply this Vaseline. I use Vaseline because chapstick's not strong enough. I use the Vaseline all day, and I apply it like every 30 minutes at least. So that's why it's so dry. Sorry, am I offending people by the lower lip? Okay, people, riches versus homeless. We have it here too. Okay, yeah. Who are you voting for? I can't vote because I'm in Canada. We have an election here. We have a local election, and I did not do my research and don't know anyone in it. And oh no, we already had it. Okay, it's over. Can't even try at this point. But yeah, I didn't vote in my local election. So hello, okay. Stop worrying about being racist. Can't we all just be racist and get along? We don't need to be. I'm like confused by that because I'm like, there's like a difference between being actually racist and getting along by not like pretending that race just doesn't even exist at all. And then there's like actual racist that like we don't need to be actually racist. But yeah, okay, the whole India thing, like I'm gonna be honest, obviously, because I'm vulnerable and honest. Like I'm trying to be an honest person too. Yeah, I have an extra because I have fondness for India. I've never been to India. I'm on a YouTube channel where we react to a lot of Indian content and stuff, and we have a lot of Indian viewers and like friends and stuff from online and everything. And like, yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful, I guess, for that. And I can't speak on behalf of a country that I don't. They would know best, people who live there. So I don't want to offend those people. Like I can't speak on stuff that I don't like fully actually know that much on, but also it's like I don't need to be. I don't know, I'm a human. Yeah, I have fears, and I have a guilt complex, and I have shame, and it's like I should just be able to like be myself and also like not care. And it's not always all sunshine and rainbows too. It's like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time like saying anything critical about it. But yeah, that's like maybe me being a little bitch and not a real person, and yeah, and just being real about it. But I did on the channel one time say, I did mention, like I saw a video of a guy saying he didn't like India or whatever, and he just wasn't having fun where he was, and that, which yeah, that's each to their own. But I mentioned that, and I'm like, well, he's like, I liked him being authentic about it and being honest, and not just like there's other vloggers that will just not be honest maybe and just glamorize the vlog experience and stuff. And I don't know, it was like he was just being honest with how he felt. But I want to go to India and like check it out. But I'm not even a big city person, and I'm on the fucking tangent here because I got triggered by being critical, saying, I don't know, not just like all the best things about a country, that maybe it can be overwhelming. Like if I go to India, I want to go to specific areas like the countryside. It looks really beautiful in certain areas there, and I'm just not a big city, like just even Athens, Greece. Athens was fine-ish, but I can just chill in a village, guys. I can just chill in a village. And big cities, like I'm not into big cities. Like I will live up north in a city that's not big at all, and like I would prefer to live here than somewhere like Vancouver if I had the money or something to be somewhere really buzzing and populated, like a big nice city or something like that. I would choose I feel like I would choose to live in the like buttfuck nowhere. I would choose to live in a town with like 300 people. So that's also just like me. I probably wouldn't want to go to like the big cities and stuff in India. Well, I want to see it, but I wouldn't want to spend a lot of time there. I think just the sound, the noise and stuff in general would be like real, just sensory wise, I would just be like having a panic attack. But okay, God, I went off on a tangent. So any goals you still want to achieve or get before the end of 2024? No comment right now. My brain's not working for that right now. But thank you, Joe, for asking. Talking. Love your eyes. It would be good for you to try Indian street foods. Yes, I have seen videos about that, and that is what I'm there for. The food, I'm there for the dancing, I'm there for the celebration, like the communal aspect of it. I'm there for not having to sit at a table. It's because as far as I know, maybe it's the tradition of like sitting on the ground to eat is, I'm like an uneducated person that's not from India, so I could be getting it wrong that it's like general custom to not sit at a table, like sit on the ground to eat. I believe that is definitely a thing, it seems. So I'm for that because I don't like sitting at a table. Like I don't like it's a trigger for me to sit at a dinner table and feel stuck and have like lack of mobility and movement. So I would just love to be sitting on the floor, like rolling around, doing yoga while I eat. So yeah, I'm stoked for those all things India, guys. The Burger King boss. Vaseline doesn't moisturize. I used to use it every 5 minutes, switch to Aquaphor. I've tried an assortment of different, I've tried the different types of lip chaps and stuff like that. Like I had a tallow one, as well, like a organic-y whatever one. I've had just like, the regular ones. The chapstick brand, I like the peppermint one. Maybe I should stock up on that. It just seemed the best thing that worked for me was the Vaseline. Like I tried even castor oil or something like that. It's just the oils in the actual chapsticks, it seems, have like an after drying effect for me in a way. Maybe the same as how if I put like oil on my face, it doesn't absorb properly. So for some reason, of all the friggin' things I tried, just the desperation of it all too, just straight up Vaseline seemed to work best for me, but that's just me. Alyssa, you're a beautiful girl. I want to give you my most sincere compliments. This is my Italy friend here, Lombra del Mistero. I'm probably way behind on the chat. You should look up the origin of the idea of racism, fascism, controlling media is very interesting. Yeah, I do, like, okay. I believe, like, woke stuff has gone too far, and there's things that are being considered racist that aren't racist things, but there is racism, and it's sad in the world. Like, it doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist or isn't bad and harmful and stuff like that. So that's what I have to say about that. I love your eyes, lips. They're really chapped. They're getting chapter as we go on. They don't have any stigma about it. They don't worry about it. They don't question it. It's natural to be someone that are closer to you. Okay. I'm not going to India alone, guys. Don't worry. Sean would be with me. I'm not going to go alone. I wouldn't want to travel alone anywhere. Like, I can't even, guys, I will have a panic attack about the demons when I'm alone in a house. Okay, I will be down the hall from Sean and in a different room because I'm such a light sleeper and can't sleep beside him half the time. I will get triggered and like be scared being alone in a room, even though I'm not literally really alone, the door's open. Sean's like down the hall. So me traveling alone would never happen. I don't think that would ever happen. Haha, you remind me of a rainy day inside snuggling in bed. Well, that's fun. 300 people sounds like a cult community. Okay, God, I'm way behind in the chat, but that was in reference to like living in a small town with like 300 people. Yeah, I would probably not want to. Okay, I'd want to do that if the 300 people were cool and not culty. But if it was 300 people that I really didn't care to run into on a daily basis, to have to interact with, if it was also, okay, if it was 300 alien people like me, like people that feel like an alien on Earth, 300 also socially anxious, socially awkward, people that don't, like, just can't social norm it out here, then it would be cool and chill. So a bowl fast food movie, can you okay, I'm so behind. Can help but knows how much you resemble Lizzie Kaplan. Ooh, I have to look that one up. You have that same effortless charm. Oh, stop it, you're gonna make me blush. Guys, I'm so red. This is good exposure therapy because I have a phobia of blushing in front of people and in public. But it happened and we're okay. We survived. We're good. We survived. So thank you, Gopi Krishna AS. Thank you for your delightful comments there. Bye, listen, going to bed. Love you. Have a good night. I believe you had asked about the other reaction channel. I want to get back to reactions for you. I am sorry that we've not been reacting. And I'm thinking of you when I'm thinking about us not reacting for the people. I'm thinking of you and how we're like letting people like you down. I feel, and I want to, get back on the freaking awesome Indian movies. So good, guys. Cloven, avoid using the art word, please. Thank you, Joa. Thank you for the moderation. Tallow, I don't know why I just assumed you were vegan. I'm 6'4". Hey, are you too good looking for that? Okay, the fucking scream at each other. What are you talking about? Okay, Cloven Beast, are you still like okay, can we just not be racist? Can we just not, please? Oh, a phobia. If I'm getting that right, I don't know what Cloven Beast is on about, but they were going on a bit of a tangent. It was red. A phobia of blushing in public. How can you be that neurotic but also YouTuber? Charming other way. Yeah. Because the blushing, like, if I'm completely alone, it's obviously a being perceived thing and a shame thing and stuff. And, like, yeah, the only way that I can have a phobia of it is if it's in front of other people. Like, if I blush alone, first of all, it doesn't happen. But, well, like, if I get a hot flash and my face goes red when I'm alone, there's no fear there because it's not like, oh, no, am I turning into a tomato? Like, I'm so scared. What's gonna happen? It's, and no offense to someone, if someone has the phobia of turning into a tomato when you are alone at night and you get a hot flash and your face goes red and you have a legitimate actual fear. Okay, I'm just being silly. We're not that PC. We're not that PC where we're scared of offending people that have, that I made a joke about someone having a actual legit phobia that they're gonna like turn into a tomato or what. Okay, some people are scared of mustard. Okay, Bert Kreischer, I think, no, he's scared of balloons, I think. And it's a legit phobia. He's a comedian. And then his friend Tom, was it Tom or no? Yeah, he told someone that he was going on a podcast, and he told Bert's friend, his friend told the guy he was really, really scared of balloons. So then they, I think, unleashed a bunch of balloons or something, and he was having a panic attack. Like, yeah, it's just, we can be like scared of the most random things. But yeah, for me, one of my big ones is the blushing in the public, around the public. Thank you, Joa, for moderating and keeping things like under control. Yes, last warning, Buster. Yeah, guys, yeah. Because, yeah, we don't need to have unnecessary racism shit going on in the chat here. So we will have to ban people if they don't stop. Yeah. So that's not phobia. You are just an introvert. I beg to differ. It's gotten better, but there was a time in my life that in high school that obviously it's not true that all I thought was this, because I was probably thinking about like burgers and ice cream and like stuff in my fucking face with food. But like most of my day, most of my thoughts were, don't blush, don't blush, don't blush, don't blush, don't blush, don't blush. Oh my god, okay, now your face feels hot. Okay, now your face is like prickly. And then my face would be like prickly for hours on end because I was just like on the verge of a blush. Like I was just always, because unfortunately the more you think about it with this one, the more it actually happens. Like the more you care about it happening, it happens more. Like it just, it's annoying. You have to fully just be okay with it happening. Which I guess is the only way to get over any phobia. But yeah, it's all like the fear. Okay, the fear, it's me blushing in public and then getting made fun of is the full extent of the phobia too. It's like, or feeling just humiliated, like just to have it happen, even if no one were to say anything, sometimes like to have it happen can just feel humiliating or uncomfortable. So then it's just like annoying to have to be okay with that. And then yeah, the more you fear it happening, for me at least, it was like it happened more, and then it was like more likely that I would go through that really sucky experience more and over again. So because then like, yeah, then the more it was happening, people sometimes like it was just more chances for other people to make certain comments about it or something, and then it was like, ugh. So my goal used to be to not blush, and then that was like the opposite of what I was supposed to do to get over the phobia. Like I had to accept it fully, and now I just like fear it more around certain people, like people specific. I don't want to hate on the bros, but like specifically bros, like a bro personality type. It's like, what you I don't want to just like keep bringing up shit that I've already brought up in the past, like the same stories over and over again of what happened, but I can't help but give the example of a bro saying something like, what, you scared of me or something? Like your face is all red, you scared of me or something? That was something that a manager, like a boss of mine, had said to me when my face was red. Not even from blushing. I had just finished a soccer game and my face was flushed, and then it was like, why is your face all red? Are you like scared of me or something? Like he just, the way he did it, in the tone he used it as this like power trip. But I believe, and I know now, like it's not an inferior thing, but I just hate it when someone can visibly see that you are ashamed. Like you feel ashamed, and then they know that you feel ashamed, is what I'm guessing, is, well, embarrassed at least. Like they see your face, and like I just don't like wearing my emotions I don't like all my emotions just being out there for people to know and see. But yeah, well, that's ironic because like I'm just divulging everything right now and always on my channel. But anyways, it would make me feel so beneath and inferior to people for some reason. Like I was just a total weird, like I was the opposite of cool, you know, when you just want to be cool. I was just like flail, greasy, sweaty, red-faced, like I just couldn't be cool, and I hated that. I hated not being able to be cool. Okay, can you be a ghost in the sky? Are you just like, okay, I gotta catch up here. I'm self-conscious about the bottom lip now, ever since someone said that, but it's fine. LOL, you're a pretty girl who's basically nothing. Unless you go Lorena Bobbitt. Oh, geez. Oh, I saw that documentary. You're at the top of the social food chain. Well, thanks for saying that. Yeah, my brain doesn't always comprehend that things are fine. Things are fine. Alyssa, like it's fine. Do you blush when in conversations, or is it triggered when you're alone too? I probably did. I'm probably way behind in the chat that I had answered that. I didn't even take a bite of the Whopper, guys, yet. I listen to some of the Taylor Swift hits when they come out, but I'm not an active Taylor Swift listener. Not a hater at all. Don't want to piss off the Swifties for merely just not listening to Taylor Swift. Does that piss off the Swifties just if you don't listen to her? Like, if it's not on all day, 24/7, like on loop, just if it's not your whole life, like, does that piss off the Swifties? Like, they just seem to be an interesting crowd, to say the least. I take that back. Even Lorna Bobbitt got praised, like, on Oprah. Well, did you guys know the documentary, the story of that was she was getting severely abused, like, severely, and so that was a self-defensive kind of thing. In the moment, it wasn't self-defense. The guy was sleeping at the time. If you don't know the Lorena Bobbitt stuff, you don't know what I'm talking about right now, you're gonna have to just look it up for yourself, because I'm not gonna say it because it's just, like, pretty intense stuff. But the documentary stuff goes over her getting severely abused, and the guy, I think he got charged again after even he had these other relationships. I don't know, the media had depicted it like he was on talk shows and stuff and getting all this attention, and he was, like, doing appearances even for people, and then meanwhile, like, I don't know, people really, I think, hated on the girl that did it. They were giving him all the sympathy, but, like, yeah, it was a really actually intense case. Is that a Whopper? What the fuck kind of bros you meet, you gotta give them a stink? Okay. The bros, it's not even bros, like, I don't need to hate on the bros, it's because the bros, okay, this isn't even true, there's cool bros, I don't know who else to say, I don't know what other demographic, it's like, at least just my interpretation, that, like, that bros are uncomfortable by the neurotic stuff, like, that if I were to also just not dissociate when the blushing happens and be honest, or just be like, oh, sorry, I'm just going through a thing right now, oh, having an emotional flashback, just a second, okay, like, I just feel like the least comfortable to do that with the bros, like, that I feel this pressure to hide all things like anxiety and neuroticism around them, when they probably have stuff like that themselves too. Like, the bros are not immune, okay? But the simpletons, I don't know, yeah, what else, it's like the simpletons almost, which, not to hate on them at all, like, they have it they have it good and chill. It's like the people that don't get or know, it's just like, she's crazy, oh my god, oh. The people that think I'm on crack, okay? The people that think I'm on crack, those are the more simpletons that I'm, like, talking about, that I would be very scared to, I don't know, have a blushy thing in front of that, because then they would just maybe, I worry that they think I'm weird, or that it's because I, like, weirdly like them, that I have some sort of, like, crush on them in a way, because usually that's, like, what blushing will be associated with all the time, and then I can't, like, explain, it's like, no, this, like, comes from, like, trauma, like, childhood trauma and, like, OCD shit of just, like, oh, what if I blush in front of a person, and then they think things at me, and then it, like, makes it happen more if I do, and it's like, that's what this comes from. That's why, like, I just feel like I wouldn't be able to explain it. It doesn't matter what people think of me. Okay. It's why people think I'm on crack. I get it. I'm a gym bro, but I can adjust and consider anyone and everyone, if that makes sense. We can be both, I promise. I get it, yes. Yes, Joa, I get it, and I don't want to shit on the bros. It's not the bros. It's me. It's always me, guys. It's not the bros. It's like, I'm projecting. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I'm seeing something within myself is being, like, reflected back when I interact with a bro. I get intimidated or something, and I'm just like, oh, they're not gonna understand. It was called something. God, I gotta catch up. At the Burger King the other day, did not enjoy it. Quality went down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I catched up. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. This thing's falling apart, guys. This thing is. You're not wrong. The average bro generally has less experience in, quote, tools in the box when it comes to dealing with intense or uncomfortable emotions. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, it's maybe more emotionally immature people. I don't even like saying that, because that's like being critical, it's not being critical. Like, it can almost come off like an insult, like, oh, they're emotionally immature and like, I'm so above them because I'm not as emotionally immature. Like, I don't even feel that way at all. It's like, I feel for those people, and I'm emotionally immature in ways, I'm sure. And so it's like people, they have a hard time feeling their own feelings. So other people's emotional stuff and feelings triggers them. And I just get triggered in other ways where I'm like overly emotional, where I'm like, someone gives me like the wrong look, I'm like, I hate myself, and I'm like a horrible, scummy other person, like, it's just like, can never come back from this. Like, I just get triggered in a different way. But I guess my way doesn't really as much in that context, like that reaction to turn on my own self, like it doesn't really, I don't direct that at the other person. Whereas people uncomfortable with their own emotions and stuff, like they can try to like shut down other people's emotions or imply that they're doing something wrong or shouldn't be doing that, or like they can try to control the situation by somewhat trying to like control the other person and what they're doing. It's like, oh, don't do that, or stop that, or don't whatever. It's the whole, I just don't get the whole don't cry thing. I explained to a relative, like, that I was like, it makes me feel better. That he's like, no crying in my car. And I was like, it's just funny, actually. Like, at the time, I was kind of like uncomfortable, obviously, and just hurt and feeling like icky. But I was like, I knew he just didn't learn this. It was a cultural thing. I'm like, he didn't learn that emotions are healthy and stuff. And then ironically, this person, I had spent some time with them, and when I left, they got emotional. I didn't, but I knew, okay, this is, sorry for the long tangent, but I have to, like, to explain, fully. Okay, so we were at a cemetery prior to this, before I ended up, like, leaving. This was in Greece. So we were at a cemetery, and his dad was there, and because prior to this, I had that situation of him being so uncomfortable with like emotion, or me being emotional. I don't know. I got into it with like my family, and then I got into his car, and I was just like upset and like was crying and stuff. And it was like, yeah, no crying in my car. Like, hey, stop and stuff. And I was like, but it makes me feel better. Like, it's actually good to cry or whatever. And so anyways, but wait, after that, we were at the cemetery, and because I just assumed, I thought this guy probably just doesn't cry at all. I'm like, is he having allergies, or is he emotional? Like, it seemed like he was doing a bit of a cry thing, but I was like, it has to just be allergies, whatever. Anyways, so when he did actually, in fact, he clearly did get emotional when he was saying goodbye to me, like I was leaving and going back home, going back to Canada. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the same as I clicked at the cemetery. I'm like, oh no, he was emotional at the cemetery. And then he had tears in his eyes when he was saying bye to me, and he was all like emotional and stuff. Yeah, so what is this all about? The people being uncomfortable. Maybe it's kind of like, for him, it was kind of like, when I was crying, that's different because I was being emotional. Whereas like when he was like, imagine if I was like, hey, stop it. Like, he would probably be used to something like that. He'd probably be used to someone being like, you fucking pussy, stop crying, dude. Like, God, like, stop crying. But obviously I was just like, oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Like, I must not suck that bad. Like, you know, I didn't really know him as well before. And then because of a family crisis, like I was staying with him and stuff, and we got to know each other more. And I was like, I must have had some sort of a impact in a way, or, you know, so that was fun. But, are you American Sign Language? I guess. Are you AS? Yeah, you guys are hilarious. Because, was I doing this? Oh no, oh, I am deaf. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God, I'm like making fun. I can't hear. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I covering my mouth? Can you read lips? I have to catch up on these other comments. Okay, don't worry, Alyssa, you are definitely right. As a man, I can confirm there's a large group of men who are indeed simple thinkers, to say it nice. Yeah, simple thinkers. Not everything has to be brushed off as someone is crazy. Some people cannot bring themselves to be considered as something else. It's a personal issue for those people. But the coupons in the app are amazing. It's the one app I have not, like, committed to because there's too many to manage, guys, and the ADHD cannot even. I've got the Tim Hortons one. I've got the McDonald's app. I've got... Honestly, it's probably just those two. I just got tired of making another friggin' profile. Okay, I have the Subway one. I got tired of having... So, I'm not collecting points, but I'm going to have to start. Can you use the points on a Whopper? Because I'm just here for the Whoppers. For the $4 Whoppers on Wednesdays until live stream during that. So, can you use the points on... Do you get a free Whopper if you buy so many Whoppers? Do you like snails? The previous girls on YouTube said that I must put a snail in my... What? What? To put a snail in your butt. You're turning the internet off and I'm turning red again because I'm just like... What side of the internet were you on? I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is like... that is like violating... I think she's just part Italian. She talks with the hands. Yeah, Alex, you're so close. I'm half Greek. But yeah, it is the person... It's either just... they're either talking about... They're making a joke about, yeah, this. But someone did say they were deaf. So... And their username is Maya ASL, American Sign Language. Okay, I'm catching up. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have all those apps too. Your husband is a lucky man. For the reasons of the... for me thinking it's like has to do with the apps. But I think that's like separate to the apps that Sean, my partner, speaking about how he feels though about the apps, Sean's gotten like triggered about my obsession with trying to save money and like the apps in a way, kind of like he's just like rolls his eyes sometimes. We've talked about it. It's to him, it's just like, I don't know if he thinks he's like above the apps, like, but he will say that I have to turn on my car, guys, because it's like, or open a window. It's getting really humid in the car and those are fogging up. I was just gonna put the heat on for a sec to make that stop, or the air conditioning, because like I'm like sweating. It's like getting humid because of all the talking. My breath is fogging up. I've been spewing so much breath from my blabbering that it's fogging up my freaking car. But anyways, Sean was saying how it's just sort of ridiculous because I just want to make sure my Bluetooth is off. Sorry, I just want to make sure my Bluetooth is off. One sec. Okay, it's off. That was like a double check. I got neurotic there for a sec. I knew I had shut off the Bluetooth. It's just if I turn on my car and my Bluetooth's on my phone and then it goes to my car and then the audio gets screwed up because that... I knew I had turned the Bluetooth off, but I will just like check again and again and then get... So anyways, whatever. It probably makes no sense. Sean said apps are kind of, they just make you buy more in a way, but nowadays you kind of have to have the app. He's like, it's counterintuitive. It doesn't really... He's like, you're not actually saving any money, but technically if you don't use the app, you aren't saving the money. Like, you have to have the app now. He's like, you just make... They probably just make the prices of things more expensive and then accept for that. And I'm like, yeah, but you have to do the app, because if you don't, you will still just lose that money. Like, Sean doesn't do any of the apps, so he's a loser. He doesn't do the apps. That's a joke, guys, but we're out here doing the apps. They're tracking us. We don't give a shit. Like, who cares? What are they gonna do? Oh, Alyssa goes to Burger King every Wednesday and stuffs her face with a Whopper. Like, what are they gonna do with that information? The tech companies, what are they gonna just try to sell me more Whoppers? as long as you're onto their shit, I guess that's where the apps, like the downside of the apps is that they, if you're on, like, it will entice you to get more, because it's like, if you buy this many things, there was a Starbucks one, the Starbucks app, it was like, you would get some sort of deal or discount, or like, or was it you would get, I don't think it was free after buying so many drinks in a row, you could get a free one or something like that. There was something crazy where it was like a game. It was a game and it was hard to not want to play. So yeah. Okay, let's get back. Nice lips. Is that sarcasm? Because I am aware, guys, they are really chapped. More rum raisin ice cream, please. I actually have never had that flavor. I just can't with the raisins, I'm sorry. I've been spewing breath from my blabbery, Alyssa 2024. I don't even think I said it that eloquently, Joa. I don't even think I said it that eloquently, so you made my quote better, so thank you. What will make you happy today? Does anything really make us happy? Can you really make yourself to, like, be happy? I guess, obviously you can do things that, like, set you up for more happy feelings. I guess what would make me have more happy feelings is to accept the non-happy feelings and be okay with them, which I'm just feeling neutral right now today. I don't know, I'm just feeling like I'm just here existing and it's fine. So yeah, how much do I earn a year? Gosh, me personally, let's see, what were my taxes? This year's not, last year, okay, when are taxes due? It's not gonna be much. It's not gonna be much. A year that we were doing, when we did the reaction channel, a year that I was doing with Sean, when we were actively doing the other YouTube channel with reactions, like, I made, in a year I made $15,000. Go me, guys, I'm rich. I made $15,000. That's actually a lot of money for a lot of people, especially in different countries, because I'm in Canada. So, but then it went down from there. Like, I think I might have the next year only, like, personally, legitimately made like $10,000 to my own name. This is like all my own name. My partner Sean sponsors me, guys. So yeah, if I said the numbers, a lot of people probably wouldn't answer that question, but I just did because I'm so honest, but also just an oversharer. So yeah, I've spent over $2,000 on takeaway last year simply because I don't have time to cook or I'm at work late away from home. I know it's expensive. Oh my goodness, Joa. But were you, like, getting fine dining takeout? Like, I want to know, was it sushi? Because if you can afford it and it, like, makes a difference in your life to get, say, sushi instead of, like, Burger King, like, someone had said the quality has gone down with this. Quality has gone down. If you spent the $2,000 but you enjoyed that that sushi, then I think it was worth it. And is that okay? So there's probably food in addition to that, because $2,000 total for the whole year on food. How much is that per month? Like, is that bad to spend $2,000 in a year? That's not, dude. So many people spend just like $500. Probably me, in a month on food, like takeout and then normal food and whatever. So like 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 4 months to just get to $2,000 if you're spending $500. Like, dude, I think are you on a budget? Are you on a budget? That's not even, I don't know if that's that much. Okay, I've been a big spender with Sean's money, and I am ashamed for me to think that $2,000 is maybe not even that much on takeout food within a year. So that's where I'm at, guys. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Oh my god, I thought you are all very rich in Canada. Well, the standard of living is different. Okay, so technically, Sean and I technically are in debt, but he owns his house, which is a lot of equity, and then, it balances out, and then, he'll get out of debt, and then, just things happen. It's just, everyone lives their lives differently, too. Sean and I maybe live more on the edge of life, in a way, where it's, we don't, tend to always have a lot of savings. He did have savings before. I feel like I ruined Sean's life, guys. Okay, that's not actually true, but I ruined his savings account because he had more savings, and then it's just funny both of our lives. But then also it's I will have my sister will just happen to be getting married in Greece, and then I'm I we haven't gone on a vacation for a while, and it could be I have a hard time saying no to attending my sister's wedding, but I know it's gonna be expensive, and it's thousands of dollars later because my sister had a wedding. That's where I feel I've ruined Sean's savings account. But anyways, okay, I'm on a tangent, but I want to finish the tangent. Okay, the whole thing of Canada, people in Canada having someone thinking people in Canada are rich, and I feel we are, in a sense, that obviously there's homeless people in Canada, there's poor people in Canada, but in general, our standard of living, even if you don't have a lot of money, it's fine. I don't know, we're different too. Other people in our situation would be there's just people that will never let themselves go into debt and use credit at times and this and that. They just won't ever do. They would be I don't know, they would be oh, no way am I gonna do this thing or go traveling or purchase this or invest in this equipment or something, when I'm not using money I've been saving for, and just people won't choose to go into debt. So I don't feel I don't know, I feel we're abundant in ways that we also, we're just more chill about. I need to be more on it with my spending, obviously, at times, for sure, but we're also just more chill, where we still, it's we're okay with using credit and not being in the positives, and being in debt at times and being out of debt, and still living life and enjoying life and going on vacation and stuff. But so to me, I feel that's a rich life, though. That is such a rich life. But technically, at times we're yeah, in debt. But okay, that was a long tangent. But there's so many services, though, and resources where say you were not doing okay with money, there's a lot of, actually it really doesn't pay out, that people that are on benefits, because I know people that have gone on it. I've never even been on EI because I don't even think I worked. I just thought I'm when I was having the mental health stuff and I stopped working, I just didn't even try, because I'm I don't think I could have possibly put in enough hours into EI to get that funding, because there's medical EI. I think medical EI pays okay, but it's if you're just on, because of inflation today, if you have a mental illness and you can't work at all or anything like that, the payout for that, the highest of the payout for that is really hard. It can be really hard to live off of, with rent and stuff, especially if you were in Vancouver, there would just be no way. My sister's apartment is $3,000 a month. I think it's actually a bit more than that, and it's apparently a deal because the people could be selling it for more, or renting it out for more. So yeah, it's crazy, guys. It's okay. I have to admit, I'm not trying to throw my personal life out there, but a lot of times it was when someone came over or a date night at home. Oh, Joa, no share. I like hearing about the stuff. You can tell the personal life things, dude. I'm just, it makes me feel better to not just like ramble about, it's also because like who gives a shit about all my little extra little details of my life that I say. So whatever you said is so not extra at all, and it just makes me feel better that you shared. So ribs, sushi, all that. But then again, I don't nearly do normal groceries, so I guess until that's not that bad. But it could be like I need to tone it down, guys, because I did realize like how much I was racking up my credit card on, yeah, just little expenses that add up, like takeout here and there. Not takeout, like I do fast food stuff. And then I made a rule though, because it was getting out of hand. I made a rule that I'm allowed to have sushi twice a month. But yeah, that's even that, like, that's like $40 a month, guys. I'm trying to tone it down, and because I'll just feel like there's always things that I need that I probably don't, that, you know, it's just because I don't have my own money ever. Usually it's like things I've been waiting on for years, and then they just like never end. There's like this list of it's like, oh, and I'm just so picky with things and annoying, and I'll get something and then it's like, oh, this doesn't fulfill all the uses of that I thought it would. Like I'll get a certain clothing item and then it's like, oh, but this doesn't match with this, or this doesn't, it's just petty first-world shit for one thing. That's probably what it is. So oh my god, I feel you, bro. Savings is definitely important. Never been in debt. Then again, systems here work differently that really don't allow you to be in debt. I see. I don't even know where Joa is, and if they don't feel comfortable sharing, then that's fine. But yeah, if things are always different everywhere. If you are then stuff get house, something like that really gets tough. Debt equals government owns you over here. Yikes. I'm from a very rich family and all my relatives got rich and I am really poor. I can't travel or else. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I own 2 apartments, but I spent so much off my credit card. I'm really depressed. Oh my goodness. That's a lot to carry on your shoulders. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I hope that there's a solution, like a way to get out of that. But the only thing I can think of, I'm no financial expert of anything, but like, if there's a way, if you have credit card debt and there's a way you can get like a line of credit with a lower interest rate to transfer it onto something with a lower interest rate, that's the only thing I could recommend for that specific thing. But that sounds really tough, dude. I don't want to promote dating more than one woman, Alyssa, but it's part of the reason why there's so many date nights and that causes higher takeaway cost. Okay, dude, so it's not even just you, it's like the 2000 is also other people involved. Like, god, I'm such a piece of shit for like the amount that I probably spend on food that's not from the grocery store. I have a lovely wife and daughter, but I can't really buy everything for them. I'm sure they love you and you're doing the best you can and you're awesome. Oversharing, Joa. No, I love it, dude. I'm extreme overshare. I don't want to am I like encouraging oversharing? Am I promoting? It's not even, it's just like, it's what you're comfortable with. Okay, I feel like oversharing, to me, oversharing, or at least when it's a problem. Oh my god, I should have been charging my phone the whole time the car was on. Should have been charging my phone, but I wasn't. To me, oversharing is, it's only really a big problem, I think, if you are comfortable by it yourself. Like I've gotten better at sharing more of what I'm just comfortable with sharing, but I'll overshare when I get, it's a bit of a trauma response, and it's like me divulging things. I don't know. I'll be feeling like shame about a thing, and then I'm like over-explaining and oversharing things about me and my life that I don't necessarily care to share, because I'm trying to get them to see me in a certain way. But if I don't give a shit to be like, yeah, I was in the psych ward, you know, that happened, I'm not gonna go up to people and be like, hi, I'm Alyssa, I was in the psych ward, nice to meet you. But if it comes up in combo, that is something that I don't have any shame about or care to hide. Like, other people might consider just that alone oversharing if I told that to someone that I don't know super, super well, like if I happen to mention it. But it's like, the more there's not even really stigma as much about that stuff, that it should be something you maybe shouldn't overshare or say, like the more, because it's like, what the fuck are we all hiding? Like, what are we, I'm not trying to preach, but maybe I am. It's like, what are we so ashamed about to hide? Like, oh no, they know that I did this thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna out my mom for a sec here, in the fact that I mentioned to my friends for some reason that my mom used spray tan when I was in high school, and then I mentioned to my mom, I don't know, it came out that I mentioned this to my friend that she uses spray tan or something, and then she was like, why did you say that? Like, you shouldn't have said, oh, why did you tell her I do that? And I was like, it's not a shameful thing. That, like, why? She was all uncomfortable and thinking, oh, people, it's like, it's different now. Maybe back in the day, people were really trying to hide the fake tan, but now all I fucking see is like influencers having fake tan, making vlogs about their fake tan, putting it on, like probably getting sponsored by fake tan companies. So anyways, that was that tangent. Hey Nathan, what's up? You've been here before, I believe. I think, I'm sorry if I forget which live, or if I'm even getting that right, that you've been on the live before. But are you wearing a McDonald's hat? It is Burger King. Burger King has the hats, the crowns. Whoa, the hair is really dry. The new hair products, I had a lot of faith. They are working, I think. They just need more time to work. And also, I didn't get to use the jugs of distilled water on my head this time to avoid the hard water that also seems to screw with my hair, because there's a distilled water shortage. Did anyone know? I don't know why, but Walmart's out, Superstore's out, can't get any distilled water where I am here in Canada, so I wonder how that happens. Maybe there's like a strike going on. Is there like a strike going on? The water distill people are on strike, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no, going to actual restaurants and normal groceries is not included, so you're not alone with spending big on food, okay? Okay. I was, yeah, a couple months ago. Oh, yes, okay, cool. I'm good. 3 weeks into work right now, only a couple days left. Good job, buddy. Good job. You got this. I did, like, you don't need to hear this from an unemployed person, but you got this. You got this. Couple days till the weekend. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Okay. The privilege I have to not even to forget what day of the week it is. Even when this whole live stream is about it being Wednesday, Whopper Wednesday, like, and for me to have the privilege to still forget the day of the week because I'm like sort of technically unemployed. Yeah, that's the definition of privilege. It is. And I have a hard time not feeling survivor's guilt by that. So damn you water distilled people. Yeah, it's, Joa works 40 plus, oh my god, Joa, I work 40 plus hours a week and also forget the day of the week, lol, but probably because you're working so hard and so much. And Joa, anytime you need to go, like, I don't think I'm gonna go on actually that much longer with the live. Joa's moderating, so also there's never any pressure to moderate too, and Joa has to work tomorrow, and their time zone is different, and so it was late. It was very late there already. It was like midnight where Joa is when I started the live. So anytime Joa's gotta go, and yeah, it's pretty chill too with the chat and everything. So if you gotta go to bed, Joa, because you are a working person, feel free to go. I do decide my own hours because I have a key for the garage. Sweet. Also, my actual boss is my brother, so like, not complaining, like, for real. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I think you had mentioned that to me because I forget things and I suck too, but I think you had mentioned something on Instagram about that, the work stitch and the working with your brother and stuff, and that's pretty chill. That's pretty dope. You forgot to say that Joe is used to 4 hours of sleep anyway, so no problem. Oh no, the insomnia. Is it the insomnia for you, or is it just like working so many hours in that and then just like chilling and just, you know, I think Joe has got a bit of the insomnia as well, but I don't want to speak for Joe. But I'm sure, Joa, you've been there on the random, like, I can't even remember. It's so random and sporadic when I live stream, but a lot of them just happen, like, late at night, too. And then it's also, for me, it'll be late, but for Joa, it'll be 4 hours later. So then it's, like, really late. Combination of insomnia, overthinking, and caffeine after 8 p.m. I feel you. This is iced tea that I should not be drinking. I know better. But I saw at Burger King inside, I was with my cousin, and guys, I made someone's day today in a way, I guess. Probably not his entire day. I don't want to, like, speak on behalf of my cousin's day and that I somehow made his day by this. I had an impact on his day because he didn't know about Whopper Wednesday. And it reminded me of when I found out about Whopper Wednesday, that you can get a Whopper for $4. Like, it's cheaper on Wednesdays, every Wednesday. He didn't know. I was telling him about my live stream because we hung out beforehand. Chaotic me, like, made a plan and then forgot. I just kept forgetting on and off that I knew I had the live stream, but you know, when you literally know you have a thing and then you make a plan. And yeah, for that moment, you forget about the live stream when you literally just remembered you're doing the live stream. Like, I made a plan for, this is like unnecessary babble, but we're just gonna go into the whole story. I'm gonna like forget, like why I'm even saying, like, the whole, what is it called? Moral to the whole, why it impacted his, like, life today. So anyways, just because this could be relatable, yeah, I forgot about the live stream. It's like, oh shit, like, I do this all the time. I make a plan just thinking about, okay, so 3:00 p.m. I'm doing the live stream because I pre-scheduled it, and then I make a plan. So I have been having a hard time self-motivating myself with finishing my room. I'm embarrassed to mention it. The people that know about the room and the shelf, the lore of the shelf that's been in its box sitting in the living room since May, because I had new flooring got put in this room that's gonna be my bedroom. I don't even think I'm gonna be doing music in there anymore. Like, the whole point of this was to make, like, some sort of music studio room for myself, but, like, this room is just, like, not good to record in anyway, so I think it's just gonna be a bedroom. But anyways, I haven't finished this shit, and there's not much left. I just have to, like, finish. I have to, like, sand the trim because I, like, patched up the nail holes when I put it in, and then I don't have to retouch it up again. Like, I already kind of did that, like, with the paint, but because the nail holes were so noticeable, like, I had to spackle it, but now I gotta sand that and then maybe do touch it. Okay, anyways, there's just, like, these little tasks left from the big task that I take literally eternity to just finish up and wrap up, and I was having a hard time. Sean said he could sort of support me in this, like, finishing it, like, in a way. I don't need anyone to do it at all. Like, I just need someone to make me do it, guys, in a way, or, like, be there for emotional support, at least at the beginning of it sometimes, like, to get the task initiated. And Sean did offer to help me, but because he does so much already, I'm like, I can't have that happen. Like, he does too much. Like, he does too many of the dishes. He does too much of the other he pays too much of all of the bills, pretty much. So it's like, I cannot have Sean. So I asked my cousin if he wanted to chill with me while I do this thing for the trim. And then I forgot I had the friggin' live. So I was like, he's like, oh yeah, I can around 1 o'clock, but I had the live stream at 3 o'clock. And I had to go pick him up, and I didn't want to go back and forth. Like, this is just so me too, is like, hey, I'm purposely like getting you to like, to make sure I do this task, and then I'll just be like, oh, fuck it, let's just like not do that. Let's just walk around the mall instead. Anyways, so then we came to Burger King. He did, this is all unnecessary. Now I'm just like, God, no one cared. Like, why am I saying this? There's like, I already, doesn't matter. I changed his day though, because like, I changed his life, because if I hadn't made, maybe this was all meant to be, like, this was God's plan, was for me to make the plan for him to help me with the trim, but then to forget about the Burger King, the Whopper Wednesday live stream, just so that we could hang out and then I could talk about it and say I'm doing this live. Like, he still didn't know that there's a discount on Whoppers. Like, I showed him the snazzy little, there was a fancy special thumbnail that I'd made before I switched it with like the current one of me, you know, in action live streaming. I'm gonna put that fancy live stream every time before I start, because I'm gonna schedule these like a week in advance. Like, I'm gonna schedule the next one like after this is finished. Mark my words, we will be here again in a week. Okay, so I showed him my snazzy little thumbnail and everything. He still didn't know. So then when he figured out too, I'm like, oh God. I probably made notes. I was like, yeah, I'm doing a Whopper Wednesday live stream or this and that. And then we got here and stuff, and then yeah, he's like, I mentioned how for the first time, I guess, that it's cheaper, like it's $4 for a Whopper today or whatever. He's like, oh it is? Oh really? Or I think I mentioned it before we got here. So then he was like, oh, I'll come to Burger King with you. We were early and stuff before the live, and because he's like, he got the Whopper, and he's like, oh my God, I didn't know. I was like, yeah, I didn't know either until I was having a mental breakdown. And then my dad was like, he rescued me from my mental breakdown. He's like, hey, do you want to go to Burger King with me? It's Whopper Wednesday. And I was like, oh sure, yeah, okay, what is that? He's like, yeah, $4 for a Whopper. And so that happened this year, and like ever since then, I didn't know for my whole life. And now, if it matters to anyone, if it changes anyone's life, that you can go to Burger King on Wednesday and you can get a Whopper for, it's $4 Canadian. I don't know where you are, how much it would be in the States. Like, I don't know. Is it $4 US dollars? Is it different? I don't know. But, you're welcome. Okay. Okay. I'm just bracing myself for the, like, how many drugs did you take today, sweetie? Comments. So yeah, anyways, okay. Whoa, oh my God. Did I keep up with the chat, or did it just scroll to the bottom? Okay, it scrolled to the bottom. Okay. I forget what day of the week it is. Oh no. Okay, did I read these ones? I live at a camp with the rig, and coming back to the city after 3 weeks is always weird, but cool. Ooh, camp job. Those sound, my version of a camp job was tree planting. So that was interesting. And it's like you live a double life, right? Do you feel like you live a double life with the camp life? You're like, are you someone else at camp, and then when you get back to the real world, you're like a different person? Like, you could have 2 different personalities and just, I don't know, be living a double life just to live a double life. I don't know. Well, okay, that's how I felt about, my dad had a camp job for so many years, and then I think I just wasn't, it was either I was not a good listener, which is the most likely, or he just didn't care to talk about his work life, or he was like living the double life. So it was like, that's work, like that's, but after so long, like, I finally found out a bit about some of his camp friends in a way, or I was just like asking him, and I just remember thinking like, whoa, he's probably got a whole other life there at camp, you know? He's like got a whole other life. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's interesting stuff. I do decide my own hours because I have a keep. Okay, wait, I read that. Oh my God, what's going on with me? Combination. Okay, how do I get so I'm just not good at comments, at reading, keeping up in order of the like I scroll too far too, and then and then it's like, oh well, I did miss that one, so it's good that I got it. I'm the type of person that loves being rested, will stay up till 4 a.m. daily. I ain't even joking. Can you sleep in though when you stay up? Because I can stay up hard. I can pull an all-nighter. I've stayed up for 2 days straight before, and probably like with no caffeine even. I'm just crazy. Like, you see the energy, you see it. And I went to the gym today, guys. I did the gym. Probably didn't work out hard enough, but I was tired. I was just like, oh, I'm tired, to do another set of exercises. So, but anyways, yeah, I can't sleep in. If I stay up late, I struggle. My brain just will not sleep properly. So I'm curious if that person's still here somehow. When you stay up till 4 a.m. daily, do you actually, like, what time do you get up? The shelf waiting to be put in place in the box. Like, yeah, I want to make memes for my shelf about it being, yeah, just so neglected and lonely and stuff. That would be fun. Sounds good. Thumbnails for streams. Yep, it went well today, but I almost didn't get the Whopper, guys. I already mentioned this way back in the live, but I can struggle to stick to a schedule, even if it's just a couple days before, and that's why I don't usually schedule the lives. But, excuse me, I scheduled the live, and then I forgot again, you know, when I was talking about the whole, literally being like, oh yeah, I got the live stream, like, my whole day revolving around this live stream, and then just my mind blanking, like, eating so much food, forgetting I'm gonna be eating a burger during the like, clearly that's why I haven't really actually eaten it, because yeah, I just slipped my mind again that I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna eat again, I'm gonna be eating again 3 p.m. and okay, that's the worst southern accent that I could have ever done. So anyways, chat's been pretty quiet, I know. Okay, I wish Whopper Wednesday was on Saturday night instead. Like, why can't, obviously they can't do Whopper Wednesday on Friday and Saturday because it would just be too good to be true, I guess. Do it on a weekend. They always have to do the promos on, like, they have to have Caesars on special on Mondays or something. At least this one place. I don't even really drink at all, ever. But like, I went to a restaurant one time, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll get, Caesars are on special. But, or no, it was Caesar Sunday, I think. Which is still the weekend, but not as fun as Friday or Saturday. Like, obviously, they probably had a drink on special on Friday or Saturday. But anyway, okay, promo stuff always seems to be on, like, not as fun of a day. So, but yeah, I kind of wanted to make the Whopper Wednesday a thing, but I don't know. It's not as popular of a time to live stream, but maybe this could be my thing, is like, when people are looking for a live on specifically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Wednesday, that I could be their girl, So, I'm not single. I'm not, yeah. I have such a hard, guys, look at how uncomfortable I am to just give minimal response. The rambling definitely has to be a trauma response, for sure. Like, I just didn't think most of it was that, but it's like, there's something unsettling about just giving a one-word answer on a live stream, especially just to be like, nope, yep, maybe. That's unsettling. Josh. Oh, Josh. Or are you talking about Josh? Yeah, okay, wait, Josh R? It was Josh R who helped me manage the chat, right? That's so my brother with everything. Almost the one-word answers. My sister can be like that, for sure. Like, I remember she called me, but then she wouldn't really talk about her. She wouldn't really say much. Like, I didn't want it. It's just like, I don't always try to blabber, but when it's just like, how's it going? How are you doing? Good. Like, how's work? How's work going? Good. Then maybe I could have tried to pry more, ask more. Like, it's different now. I think we're more conversational now, but for sure we are and stuff. And I'll ask her specific things about work and that. I was just texting her the other day, and I asked specific questions, and then I got more elaborate answers. And so I think I just really wasn't a good listener or talker as much before too. Because there's a way to pry. There's a way to, just because they're initially giving you one word answers, like, there's a way to get them to open up more too. So yeah, anyways, just gonna lock my door just in case. Me asking about literal big expensive company. My brother, well, what do you think? Me, yes, it's smart. My brother, okay. Okay. Me yapping about stuff. My brother, that's crazy. That's great. Like, oh, just him commenting on the thing. Yeah, he's just like giving his little input. Then again, he does sort of run the company, so I can't blame him. When he's not working, he's totally different, so that's fine. I see. Yeah, he's maybe like managing a bunch of different things at once, and it's kind of like, okay, that's good, that's great, okay, this is covered, so maybe he's just in that mode. But anyways, I think I'm going to wrap this up, because for one thing, honestly guys, I know it's like sad to kind of end alive for this reason, but my lips are really chapped. My lips are getting really chapped. It is becoming a Napoleon Dynamite situation. Do we all remember that scene in Napoleon Dynamite when he calls his brother to pick him up, right, from school? Napoleon, he's like, huh, can you pick me up? He's like, why? He's like, my lips are real chapped. He's like, what's his brother's name in Napoleon Dynamite? I can't remember the brother's name, but his brother's just like, well, I'm busy right now. Busy. His voice is so good. He was just grating cheese and just like, fun movie. Guys, keep chatting. Maybe Alyssa will stay longer. I don't know. Joa, are you sure you want to? I'm like, I should probably let Joa go to bed, for one thing. It's really quiet in the chat, and it's unsettling, and I need to put these on. It's time. I don't know if it was just time to put the glasses on. What's our honest opinion about these glasses? And if they weren't sunglasses, what would be the opinion if I had glasses shaped like this? I'm fine with everything. If you want to call it a day, then I'll see you next time. Okay. I also feel that, okay, if Joa has to just, like, sit there, if he's not even having to moderate, and then is just, like, having to watch me go, like, you could be doing something more productive. You could, not that you need to do something, not that you need to be doing anything productive, but, like, if you're literally just, like, if you're wanting to watch a specific Netflix show or something, it's like, you could be doing that, but blabbermouth me is not letting you do that if you're insisting on no matter what staying or whatever. But yeah, anyways, you already know that. Yeah, you totally don't have to stay. If you literally, if you want to, there's doesn't have to be any, like, important enough reason for you to not moderate anymore and live your life. Like, if you want to grate cheese for nachos and put the nachos in the oven and then eat the nachos and then watch Seinfeld, like, instead of doing this shit, please do that. Please do that. Such 90s glasses, I love it. Thank you. They do remind me of Austin Powers glasses. I've never actually seen Austin Powers. Should I do a reaction to Austin Powers? Did I just pick up the burger, put it down, and then wipe? Like, I think I'm forgetting to take a bite. That's how ADHD I am. I'm forgetting to I'm like lifting it up. And you might not always like see it because it's just up to here. And then I'm putting it down. And then I've soiled so many napkins too that this is so unnecessary. I'm like running out of legitimate napkin when I actually need it. I don't know, I'm just fidgeting. It's something to do. It's like, oh, I lost my fidget spinner thingy, fidgeter thing, and I need to find it because this is what happens. Like, I'm getting fingerprints. Just this burger's getting so mangled from my lack of having a legitimate fidgeter that I'm fidgeting with the fucking burger. Like, what is with me? I feel like it's growth to have been quiet enough to take 2 full legitimate bites of the burger. That, like, doesn't happen. I feel like that's growth for me. Oh no, the picture quality isn't favorable. Oh dear. Also, oh shit, where's my other phone? I'm using 2 phones to conduct the live stream, so I'm like hotspotting from this phone. Because this one, the selfie camera on this one is really scratched, so I'm using my old phone to live stream, but I have to use the data from this phone. And I'm wondering, like, first of all, my phone's getting lower battery, so I don't know if that's making it harder to work. And the quality's bad for that reason. But I'm sorry, Richard, about the quality. Is everyone else having quality issues? I'm gonna try charging my phone here a bit. We will have to eventually go because both phones are getting low battery and I need both of them to be able to do this. So I don't know what best restaurant ranch means. Best restaurant ranch? Like the best ranch sauce? Best ranch sauce that the restaurant has? I don't know what best restaurant ranch means, sorry. There's no ranch dressing in the Whopper. Also, I hear you, Alyssa. I know I'm busy, but everything I do here, moderate. I do it willingly and because I generally enjoy your streams too. Main thing is you can talk about anything. I love that. Well, thank you. When I won't be able to make it, I'll always let you know. Okay, thanks. As long as I keep getting my shipment of truffle mayonnaise we agreed on as my payment, then it will be fine. Truffle mayonnaise. Is that a thing? I haven't heard of that. For fun, I need to just, like, send you a certain amount of it. Like, just imagine just, like, the tiniest little package of truffle mayonnaise sent through international mail. It looks fine now. Actually, I don't even know if it would be international. I don't even know where Joe is. I forget. I'm sorry. I suck. Okay, it looks fine. The quality. Okay, we're good. Sweet heat sauce from Popeyes. Fire. I love hot sauce. Sweet chili heat was a thing for me in high school and my friends. It was just like a thing that we talked about and we bought it from the grocery store because my friend Katie had it at her house. And so when it was like, oh, do you have the sweet chili heat? Like, it's so good. And I was in the grocery store. I got all nostalgic the other day because I saw the bottle of sweet chili heat in the eye. I saw it and it brought me back to those memories of it. Anyways, that was a random thing that popped into my head that I felt the need to say. So it's not just a thing, it's the best thing, the truffle mayonnaise. I'm not into mushrooms though, really. Like, they're just a lot. It's just like a heavy flavor, I feel. And sometimes mushrooms gross me out, but weirdly enough, apparently I used to love mushrooms as a kid. I have no recollection of this. So apparently I used to eat mushrooms up until this moment of my life. Sorry, my mind's just like blanking. My parents said that I have no memory of this. It's just crazy. It's not, still to this day, I'm like, that was a different person. That wasn't me. Because my parents said, like, I would be eating raw mushrooms, cooked mushrooms. I loved mushrooms. And then my mom's good friend Mona one day said she didn't like mushrooms. She mentioned it. And I swear, it could be concocted in my head, but I swear I do have the original memory of that moment and day. Like, I thought we were standing outside of the house, and then she said it, and then I was like, I don't like mushrooms either. But I have that memory, but I have no fucking memory of me saying that, because I guess I like idolized Mona and was like, I wanted to be just like her. I also don't like mushrooms. I'm such a weirdo. I have that memory of being like, yeah, but I fully, from that point on, I believed I didn't just believe, guys. I didn't just believe I didn't like, or yeah, how do you just believe you don't like mushrooms without actually just not liking mushrooms? I just didn't like mushrooms. I hate them to this friggin' day. Okay, I can maybe deal with some crispy, a few mushrooms on a pizza. I'll be okay with it, but like, I've tried to eat them so hard. Like, I have no memory of me ever eating a mushroom either, like, since, like, in enjoyment. I stopped eating mushrooms, and then my family, I've been meaning to ask them about this too. I kind of wanted to, like, do it for a story time on my channel, and I wanted to ask my mom and my dad please, just, again, I need to hear, so how many mushrooms did I eat, like, on a weekly basis, and did I really actually like them? And, like, please, I don't have any memory of that. So anyways, isn't that weird? Isn't that just like, I didn't have my own sense of self, like, from a young age, I feel, I guess, because somehow, just because someone else didn't like mushrooms, I was like, me too, me neither, I don't like them either. And then apparently the day before, even, like, up until this point, I loved mushrooms, according to my parents. Totally was fine with them. And then they disgusted me. So I don't know what fucking disorder that one is, but like, I have that, where you just really fully copy someone and you're not, like, trying to copy it, like, you just actually experience what they experience. of hating mushrooms. So anyways, have you ever tried jollof rice with beef before? If not, you should try it sometime. I haven't tried that. I haven't heard of jollof rice. It sounds... I'm just kind of a lazy piece of shit all the time to cook something like rice. Like, rice isn't that big of an effort. Actually, my partner Sean makes it in the microwave. It seems pretty easy, but for some reason, it's like too many steps involved for me to want to do it. So it's like making the rice, in addition to the beef. But I guess I could try it somewhere. Where could I get this made for me so I don't have to make it myself? The IS3 in your name. Oh, is that to someone else? Thanks. Mushroom lore, Alyssa. What about Mongolian noodles? Yeah, mushroom lore. The mushroom lore. To this day, I will never understand why and how that happened. And I cannot. It's like I just still have a hard time just, bringing myself to believe that I ever liked mushrooms ever in my life. I haven't tried Mongolian noodles, but they sound fun. I need mushrooms. Maybe I need mushrooms. Oh my god, that was such a slip. That was such a Freudian slip. Okay, I'm like, maybe the last Burger King's bag that I didn't throw out because I'm a disgusting little rat of a person. Maybe there's napkins in this one left over. Oh, there is, actually. Woo! We'll just chuck that in the back. I need to clean out my car. It's getting really gross. I need to clean the car. I have not been to the Netherlands. Have you? Wait, is that where you're from? The mushroom's watching the stream right now. Yes, okay. I think you've probably told me that at least one other time. So if you did, I'm sorry for forgetting about that. Yeah, I remember you telling me. I'm pretty sure. I'm on permanent vacation here. Wait, so are you not from there? Or are you from there? Like, are you living there? Did you move there? Or are you originally from there? You can purchase jollof rice from any Ghanaian restaurants, like Ghana restaurants. How, yes, I'm from here. It was like a joke. No, yeah, I got the joke part, but I was like, just in case, like, okay, I have to ask just in case, you know. What's life like in the Netherlands? Like, what? I just don't know much about it. But it's north, is it north east? It's Europe, obviously, right? Okay, if I wasn't Europe, then then I got that wrong. I just tend to tell myself, obviously the Netherlands is in Europe. Right? Okay, just, it's in Europe. It's the northern Europe, isn't it? And aren't you close to, there's a bunch of different countries considered part of the Netherlands, right? My favorite color, I think it would still be light blue, baby blue, like a sky blue, or even a very, very light turquoise blue, like those like tropical types of cool blue. Blue, okay, a shade of blue. I don't need to elaborate, oh my god. But the color Seafoam is actually cool as well. It's like a greenish tone. I always just loved that name, Seafoam, because it was just different and fun. Because I learned about it, I think they put it on the side of the pencil crayon, Seafoam, and it stuck with me. It's just like a fond memory of just like, oh, they were having fun here, you know. They could have just put like light green, or I don't know. They could have put something boring, but they put Seafoam. It's actually called that. I guess that color is specifically called Seafoam because it's the color of seafoam in a way, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. The Netherlands are connected to many countries like Germany. Yes. Does Greenland have anything to do with the Netherlands? I'm just asking. Does Greenland, is that its own thing? Does that have anything to do with the Netherlands? To sum it up, taxes on taxes. You paid on taxes. No, I don't love that for you, Joa. That sucks. Pretty safe country, though. That's good. Nice roads. That's good. Well balanced between nature and cities. Okay, that's good. People love watching each other, generally hate loud cars, personal experience. Okay, so the people watching is on point there. And they don't like the loud sounds, the cars. They hate the loud cars. Haha, personal experience. Part 2. We cannot handle any sort of spice in food. We like, no. Okay, Greenland is not associated with the Netherlands. Ugh, I thought that it was. Greenland, excuse me, is like Iceland, but it's not. Aren't, like, Greenland and Iceland should switch names. That's, yeah, Greenland's the one that's north. So I thought it was like a Netherlands-y thing, because it's kind of like, it's too far to the west, though, right? Greenland's too far northwest to be part of the Netherlands. Part 2, we cannot handle any sort of spice in food. Okay, we like bicycles, always raining, generally seem to hate the French, and love going on vacation to Spain. Thank you for all the info, Joa. It always being raining, though, that's not fun. That's not fun. I don't know how I'd be able to deal with that one. Bicycles, that seems good. You guys are, you know, less traffic, less pollution in ways, and I would think you would have some pretty nice bike lanes going on there. I wish they had cool bike lanes here, like in the bigger cities, but they don't. You have to just be right beside the cars. There's no separate bike thingy. It's just like on the road to the side. I would just, yeah, I would bike more if we had that. Vacation to Spain sounds pretty chill. Greenland is a sovereign country, a big island if you wish. Yes, I knew that, but okay, but the Netherlands encompasses different countries. They're not connected, are they? They all would be, well, yeah, I guess they have to all be bordering each other, obviously. Okay, so that, I thought Greenland could maybe be at the top, like Netherlands, and then, you know, Greenland's here doing its, like, I thought it could be the top of the Netherlands, but it's not. And then, yeah, I get, okay, so Netherlands, yeah, why is it called, so the Netherlands, there's different countries in the Netherlands, obviously, but, like, is there a Netherland, is it unionized? In a way, is there a governing body? Is it like the UK? Is it how that is? Where the UK, the United Kingdom, has England, Ireland, Scotland, like that's part of the UK. Food just flew out of my mouth. Part of the UK. I don't even know what's going on there, because those aren't all sovereign countries. Ireland and Scotland are they're not. Boris Johnson isn't, oh, is he not just for England? Is he the UK Prime Minister? Help me, people. Educate me, please. I believe it has no official status, but Norway has a couple bases there for research, much like Antarctica. Which one has no official status? Are we still talking about, is this Iceland or Greenland? Because I was talking about Iceland a bit ago, I think, too, but I think we're talking about Greenland, obviously. Okay. Norway has a couple bases, like in Greenland? Much like Antarctica. If you're talking about Greenland, I know someone that moved there, and it doesn't seem like Antarctica to me. But well, there's like less people for sure, but I don't know. Newfoundland should be renamed too. Honestly, it's been about a while. This is very true. This is very true. So much mayo. I've always wanted to visit Iceland. Oh no, bike riders are the most aggressive, violent in the country. Yeah, I don't think I could fit in with them and their culture and their rules and shit. Like, I'd be like veering off into the other lane, and then they would just run into me. Like, no warning. Or just like, ding ding, like they would just be like, get on the right side of the lane. Yeah, they don't have any patience, those ones. A running joke in Amsterdam. Many tourists find themselves suddenly in a bike lane, 2 seconds, and you get yelled at, 27 middle fingers, and ringing bells from the bikes. Yeah, it's like probably not as bad. Or like, it's similar in Vancouver, Canada here, somewhat. Like, but they're not that bold to flip the bird at you, or like they get pissed off and stuff. But yeah, you'll accidentally be in the bike lane, and they get pissed. Dutchies expect everyone to understand our complex roads, especially in Amsterdam. It's like rabid wolves. Expect everyone to understand complex roads. Jeez. It's like, I probably would not want to be driving there. I get so overwhelmed already just with like sometimes driving in my little city that I live in. I think the Netherlands means the flatlands. No, the Netherlands is the name for the single country. It's just one territory. Neither comes from nether, which is Dutch. For underneath, 50% of the country is underneath sea level. Whoa, 50%. Underneath, okay. Can you further elaborate? Like, how can you be under sea level? Is it like the sea should be there, but it receded? How does this sea level thing work? No, Joa, no, I like all the info. You should not be timed out for the yapping. Stop. It's the dams we built, and we are famous for fighting the water. Ooh, so you made the water. Whoa, you like changed the geography? How do you build something under sea level? Concrete structures built on shore and then moved to the intended location. Once positioned, they were filled with concrete and gradually dipped into the ocean to provide a stronger anchor to the seabed. Oh, this is just like underwater buildings. How do they get the water? The dams. Okay, so the dam collects the water, or it stops it from flowing further to somewhere else. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the physics of this because I want to know on a land. If we didn't have certain dams, rivers would overflow and flood lots of our country. Well, that's just, I'm sorry, but that's living on the edge. That's living on the edge, because if the dam gets a little bit too much rainwater, it takes a lot of rainwater to actually make the levels go too high. Like, if something does, okay, I don't want to like give you a panic attack right now, so I should just shut the fuck up, but I feel like that's risky. Every single river and waterway has a water control dam. That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. The sea level is constantly rising. Can they build the dams higher too if they need to? If the levels keep rising? Most small countries will be enveloped by the sea in a number of years. Most small countries. I've heard about the underwater thing. Like, oh, this island is going to be underwater at some point in time. And probably, yeah, I guess. What's going to happen? Like, is it going to just happen all at once? Or is it going to be a slow thing that happens? And then I'm just hoping when that happens, other places get, like I hope, like if it floods one area, I'm hoping it's receding in a different area that's now becoming land. So that we're not getting less space for the people to be able to go in a way. Or I don't know, there's room in Canada, like people can come chill here. Like we've got some room here. If a whole island had to evacuate to a place, they would probably go to Canada. At least some of them would come here because there's lots of empty space, so they could just make a new city for the evacuees. Also, they are called dikes. I know it's an offensive word. Yeah, guys, we're using this. I'm not homophobic. This is a literal term for like dams, for dam speak. Dam is also a sweary, or what's it called? What kind of word is dam? Like it's not full profanity, but like, why are these words intense words like that have to do with, is there something there? Why dike, it's double meaning, and then dam, it's double meaning? Like, is there some type of like reason why it has to do with rivers and dams? Like, they are purposely made. Hills used to keep out water, like a dam, but made from soil. Should we be like manipulating Mother Nature in that way? I guess it's working out fine now, but it's kind of like, did they have to do that? Could they not have found land that wasn't underwater? Did they struggle to, did they really just couldn't find a place that didn't? I can't with, like, there had to have been, it's like, you know, there's a little group of people figuring shit out, and then was it just like the one crafty, chaotic guy that was like, oh, we could, you know, settle where there's water everywhere and we'll just make it so there's not, like, wasn't everyone else just like, how about we go here? And one creative artistic guy was like, actually, like, there had to be perks to, there was a reason why they wanted that part of the land. Was it like, was there a fear of running out of water to not make the place or the country? Is it, so this is like the whole Netherlands is being held up by dams too? This is like a big region. It just seems like a big to-do. It seems like I would not have that effort. I would not. It just, oh God, that just sounds like a lot of work to keep the water out of people's homes. So the dikes are usually 7 to 11 kilometers higher than sea level. Dutch engineers are oh, okay, obviously too, I'm not even considering the fact that, like, the sea level probably, you're probably answering this right now, like, it probably started to rise over time, so then they had to build the dams or the dike things after the fact. Like, they probably didn't, I'm just like, what is wrong with my brain? They obviously didn't do this from the get-go, right? Because why and how? Dutch engineers are hired all over the world to design dams and stuff like that. Yacht building too, beefing with water is our special ability. Well, good on you guys. You guys are smart and a force to be reckoned with. Is that how you say it? A force to be reckoned with. Is Canada a safer country than the USA? Oh, I have no idea. I don't think so. It's all nuanced because it would depend on, like, as a whole. Actually, I do think it is. It is, as a whole. But you could be in a really sketchy part of Canada that's way, way more unsafe than a different part of the US. But yeah, obviously. But in general, I would say, because what does just keep popping in my head is like the school situations going on in the States that are very scary. The school pow situations, and how in Canada that's not at all really a thing. Like, I think it has happened, but it's not like how it is in the States. And also, or just different events, like different event pow situations. Mother Nature is fighting back. Yes, it's been introduced after a massive flood. Okay. In 1953, that killed more than 20,000. Oh, shit. The initial project was partly funded by the royal family itself. Whoa. That's interesting. Yeah, does the royal family have... Netherlands are not colonies of the royal family, right? They just funded it. Like, they don't have any actual connections in that way, I think. Man, I'm yapping like crazy. I like it because, okay, I'm feeling... Yeah, it's nice not being yapping. It's nice for me not to be the yapping one all the time. It is. Apart from Amsterdam and Rotterdam, we don't have much to offer, really. Yeah, Amsterdam. Okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, Amsterdam's in the Netherlands. Okay, so Amsterdam is a country, right? Why does it feel like a city? It is a city, that's why. Okay, sorry, because I suck, because, okay, then my brain's not computing, because I've lived my whole life thinking, like, the Netherlands is technically the country, right? Sort of, but it's not. It's a group of countries, but it's... Joe already told me this too, but I wasn't listening. I'm sure you did explain the whole, like, what the Netherlands sort of are. This on Wikipedia, or I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's Wikipedia. It says the Netherlands, a country in northwestern Europe. So it's a country. God. It's just it being plural too fucks with me. Like, the Netherlands. Like, we don't say the Canadas, we say Canada. So it's just, that's screwing with me too. But yeah, okay, Amsterdam is a city in the Netherlands. Okay, I knew that. Okay. Suriname is a sovereign country, but many speak Dutch. Suriname and Aruba. Are those in the Netherlands? Apart from Amsterdam and Rotterdam. An island group called Dutch Antilles are official territories. Saba, Aruba, and Curacao. Okay. This is what it's giving me. Like, it's saying that's the country, and that's... But you said there's also island group. Are these those islands? Is it those islands? Do you believe in God? I do believe in a godly force, for like yeah, like, I'm quite spiritual in ways that's, like, definitely, I believe in a divineness to everything. And I do though believe, like, I do believe that God is, like, just maybe creation itself. All of creation itself is what God is. in a way. And then so I will resonate with kind of higher self sort of stuff in a way of like your inner knowing or higher, or like if you tune into that nice voice in your head, not the mean one that's like, you're a stupid piece of shit, the nice voice that's like being nice and good, or just like this inner trusting to, like, I feel like that's the God energy. So that's how I feel. They are way over by Cuba somewhere. Oh, they're considered still your guys' land. I've only been to Curacao to get drunk as an 18-year-old. Well, sounds fun. So when you go, so it's considered, so you're like still in the same country, even though you're like going to a different land area way over yonder, it's actually still considered the same country, I guess. It's like how the US owns Alaska. It used to be Canada. It's attached to Canada, but centuries ago, the Dutch were first to trade with the Japanese. Ooh, interesting. Certain parts of Australia and New Zealand were first discovered by the Dutch. Interesting. A guy called Abel Tasman, hence why Australia and New Zealand are called Tasmania. Oh! I've heard the Tasmania term and I didn't even know that's what they were talking about. So you learn something new every day. So it's based off Tasman discovering those places. Can someone, Joa or someone, can you explain Dutch? Like what encompasses the group of people that are considered Dutch? Because isn't it, it's like so many different countries can have Dutch speaking people and stuff like that. Can someone explain? Also, we ruled in Indonesia a lot back in the day. Terrible things have been done there. That's really not good. Which is why we're the first country in the world to reach $1 trillion GDP. What's the GDP again? Is it like, is that just like your economy is really good? Your dollar is really good? Or does it mean like you're just not in debt at all as a country? Gross domestic product. So like you're doing really well, but had taken advantage of Indonesia back in the day, and that contributed to the doing so well later on. Does anyone talk about that? Do we not talk about yeah, it's just like interesting how so many, there's things that have like happened in so many different places and stuff, like a similar thing to something else, but sometimes like one of those situations gets really highlighted and stuff, and then they, like no one even knows about the other ones that have kind of happened. But it's like, what can you do too? So, but it's just sometimes people will act like, who does that? Like, who does that? You know, like, how can you just, obviously it's just like horrible to do, but that it's like, we think that it wasn't a thing that was like going on. I don't know. It's like the one thing gets so much attention and stuff, and then the other stuff, other countries or other things, like Indonesia. Like, we do know a lot about the British and stuff taking advantage of India and stuff, and that being really not good. Bad situation. Sad situation. They still have, I'm mad. Okay. The royal family still had, because they looted Indian stuff too, right? Like, there was an Indian prince with a certain, I don't know if it's a crown or a jewel or something, and the royal family still has that jewel, I think. Just give it back. Just give it back. It's time to give the jewel back to India. It's just like the other stuff going on. Why isn't there a movement for that? Like, there's just like, people will be up in arms about the sometimes just like silliest things, or like they'll be so okay. The actress who's in Wicked was saying it was the most offensive thing she's like ever seen, because did you guys hear about the Wicked situation? Where Wicked's coming out with Ariana Grande, and then I should know and say the other actress's name. So I will look it up. Sorry guys, I just want to say this little tangent. So the chat is offline momentarily. Okay, Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo is in the new Wicked movie, and I guess I should show you the picture of the poster. So she got all up in arms about okay, so this is the official thing that came out, the poster for the new Wicked movie. Okay. And it's based off the play. So the play is this was the play version. It's different because like her hat's covering her eyes, she's got red lips and a little mischievous smile, and then that would be Glinda or Glenda or whatever, I don't know. She's like, it's different. Like, okay, can I do a side by side? So those are the differences, is like she doesn't have the face covered, and then her hands way lower, and that. Okay, so a fan made if you guys don't know the situation, a fan made a version that was way more close to the original, and then the actress there, Cynthia Erivo, she said, "This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that awful AI or something of us fighting, equal to people posting the question, is your blank green? None of this is funny. None of it is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us." She was mad that they covered her face. She was mad that they made it. They also, like, Ariana Grande's hands also more covering her face, because they were just trying to make it look, they liked the original poster like this, right? They were just trying to make it look like the original for the play. But this actress got extremely offended, saying it was like the most offensive thing they've seen. None of this funny, but like, it degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration, the one that I was showing you from the play, that is like more like a cartoon, right? I am a real life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful. Okay, this is, I guess I was just relating to like the things that people, just like shit that's like happened that's like really just shitty and stuff. And then I guess we were just sort of like talking about how Indonesia got fucked over by the Netherlands or whatever, like that sort of happened in the past. And but like, this is what people are mad about now. This just like, how dare they make a photo look like the original and cover like her eyes, like this is the most offensive. This is more offensive, guys. That's more offensive than when India got taken advantage of by the Netherlands. Like that, this is like a million times more offensive than that. Okay, so that was a lot of me talking about that situation. So also we ruled in Indonesia a lot back in the day. Terrible. Okay, I already read that. That's what I was basing my little rant on. Hello from Malaysia. How are you? Hello. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Jesus died for your sins so that you may be saved. You do you, and I respect your freedom of belief, but I just don't believe I was born a sinner. I did the Christian thing. I tried it out. I was, going to church on Sundays when I was a kid, but you do you. Also, New York was a settlement in hands of the Dutch. It was first called New Amsterdam, but sold to some English folks. New York, like New York? Interesting. The state. Enough about the Netherlands. We're not that great anymore, trust me. Sorry, I know, I feel like bad that enough about talking about it. Oh, I'm feeling bad. I'm relating to, like, me bringing up, like, oh, they took advantage of Indonesia back in the day or whatever, but, I'm not, like, trying to shit on it for saying that. I was just sort of saying how it's interesting. Just, like, I had sort of never heard of that, and I already said it. Like, other things you hear about over and over and over again, and then it's like, oh, well, this seemed to happen in other places too, whatever. And then just the fact that, but the most offensive thing is this. Like, compared to all that, it's like, this is the most offensive thing. So, right? Like, how dare... It's like, what is going on? I read about that. The Dutch went to war against the British and lost. Hence, that's why it's called New York. Huh. Yeah, New York. They didn't emphasize that. I just did it. Like, what does that actually mean? What does York mean? So it's like new... Is it based off Yorkshire? Is it like, this is a new Yorkshire, and were they naming shit Yorkshire before? And it's like, this is the new one because now we got it, and they battled first. They lost. They hasty got a deal to sell the majority grounds of the summit. Pleasantly surprised by your knowledge, Richard. Yes, you guys are both very knowledgeable. Wicked poster drama. I'll be happy to pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today. What up? It's Josh R. Josh R! Is that you, actually? Did you just change your username? Please, keep me in check. It's new Joa. It's me, Joa. Is it Joa? No, it's someone fucking with us. Joa is... That's not... Ah! It's new Joa. Okay, I'm confused. Okay. York is a town in the UK. Okay. Guy who became first ruler over the New York land was from the place York, hence the name. Okay. He was from York, back in the UK, and then he's like, this is the New York. Why can't they just come up with new names? Like, are these people just so uncreative that they can't just make up a new... They gotta just call it new, the old thing? Why can't they make a new cool name? I don't get it. And to bring it back to Newfoundland, as someone mentioned earlier, that they should stop calling it Newfoundland because it's Newfoundland, right? Because it's been found so long ago now, but that's the best they could come up with. Let's call it Newfoundland because it's newfounded land. Let's call it that. Like, why not come up with something more creative? I don't get it. Bunch of simpletons deciding on that one. Richard, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the knowledge and contribution to the chat. I wish you the best, and yes, so thank you, and have an awesome rest of your day. Get to the comments. Yeah, Josh R seemed so bland. Imminence of Oots. Please explain your name. I'm wondering why there isn't any cities named New Alyssa or Alyssa Land. She's wearing the crown already. All we need is new land. Yes. Take care, Richard. Yes. I subscribe to. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the sub, and take care. You're awesome. You are awesome. I was like gonna go soon, but Josh R just got here, and I'm like, maybe time to wrap up, but Josh R just got here, so. But my lips, guys, they're just getting more and more chapped as we go on. I can't wait to get my Vaseline when I go home. I have Listerine, no Vaseline. But this is a pleasant surprise that I found this, because my mouth about to get real fresh right now. There's no explanation. It popped into my head and I thought it was gangsta. Yeah, well, it is. I like it. It really feels like it does mean something, even though it has meaning. We just don't know it yet. And I think we will figure that out as time goes on. As we experience the passage of time, we will come to know the true meaning of imminence of oots. I'm gonna keep calling you Josh. Is that okay? I know. It's the name now is long. Can we just call you Josh? That's fine. Josh, I have to tell you, Alyssa's been doing great. Thank you. You've literally made a permanent cue. Yes, Josh had such an impact. Josh changed my life. That live made a permanent cue in her mind. Like, ooh, maybe I'm yapping. And then there's like a silence and she moves on. Yes. Are you a millennial? Yes, Jerry, I'm a millennial. I'm 30 years old, born June 11th, 1994. So I'm on the more tail end of millennial, I guess. When did millennial end? I think 1996 even is the beginning of Gen Z, right? You're a magician, but she's been doing awesome. I actually changed it because... Talking about the name change, I actually changed it because I'm thinking if they ever call me to court for the comments I post on YouTube, it would be much funnier to say imminence of oots rather than Josh. That's freaking hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. That's awesome. My lips, they're just like getting really, really more and more chapped, but it's okay. I didn't plan on like picking my lips on camera, but it's such a habit when this happens, like when my lips get really chapped. It's like really satisfying to like pick off the freaking loose skin. Okay, stop, Alyssa. I shouldn't do that. Okay, stop. Ah! Burger Queen, Fane. What is... I thought you were like saying pronouns at first, like the fair, femme, fair. I don't know what it is, but Fane, is that a thing? Is that a British thing? What is Fane? What does that mean? Let me look it up. Define Fane. A federal employer ID number. Fane identifies a business entity. Is it a title? Anyways. Oh, slang. Gosh, I'm being a boomer right now. To desire greatly. Well, thank you. I'm gonna try to embrace my status of Burger Queen. Usually having a lot of like low self-esteem and not thinking very highly of myself, but I'm gonna try to embrace it today. The hair's looking a bit dry. I'm trying, I don't know, the hair was like so much better the last shower, probably because I was still using distilled water before they got a shortage. Had to use the stupid gross hard water out of my actual shower spout today, so like a freaking peasant. Ugh, okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna change my name to Galactic Microwave Man. Haha. Haha. Oh yeah, just talking about the if they had to refer to you as that in court. Yeah, God, okay. I just want to troll so hard. Like, the biggest troll would be to literal court case. You go and you change your legal name and they have to refer to you as the most ridiculous legal name. Did you guys hear about this story about Fane is a popular song by Travis Scott? Oh, okay. Which repeats the word Fane a lot. Somehow a meme of some sort. Oh, okay. I don't know the meme. I need to know the meme. I want to know the meme. Did you guys hear about this? Oh my god. Chaos. Did you guys hear about the story about the guy that brought the emotional support crown? Because, yeah, been talking about all things royal, but this emotional support clown, this guy brought an emotional support clown because he knew he was getting fired. So there's an interview with him and the clown. That's fun. They talked, it was like a news story, and they conducted the whole thing, and while this guy clown was just like making things out of balloons and stuff, and he was also miming or doing like silly stuff. He brought him to this whole meeting that he was getting fired in. I don't know, that was just such a fun it's just such a fun time when people do that. Yeah. Hello, Rocha. How's it going? Does anyone have opinions on tinted windows? Because I want to get my windows tinted because I don't like the bright lights, and also for purposes of anti-aging and not getting the UV exposure, because UVA and B rays, I don't know, the sun rays can go through windows and stuff. So these are my windows, and I looked up the laws. So I'm in British Columbia, Canada, and apparently it's illegal to tint your windows kind of at all. Maybe the back windows would have okay, but the front two windows at least, I think it was saying you can't. And now I've been more aware of and looking at other people's cars. Well, actually, I noticed someone's car's really tinted before I looked this up, and then I came to found that it's illegal or something. Where I live, you're not actually allowed to like tint your windows, at least the front ones. But people will do it, and I think it's rare that people get pulled over because of it. It's usually, the research I was doing on the Reddit was saying people, if they get pulled over for something else, then they might notice the windows, and then they might care about it at that point and then give you a fine. But it was saying usually you don't get pulled over. But anyways, okay, this is maybe a really boring topic, but yeah, it's a boring topic. It's a stupid fucking topic that I brought up, but like that guy's back windows are really tinted, this truck that's driving by. So the back ones, it must be fine, but are these windows tinted always a little? Are car windows from the outside, do they always look kind of shadowy and darker? I just feel like some people's they're doing the front windows tinted, and the rule is you're not allowed to do any of the front window tinted darker. Like, you can do a clear tint that I think keeps out the sun rays. So I'll maybe just try to do that at some point, maybe in my life. But who does that? That's so goofy. Are you talking about the tint? It only has benefits: privacy, sun ray blocking. Yep. They make it illegal. Oh, you're talking about, who does that? The making it illegal part of it? Because it can be dangerous at night and stuff that you can't see as well, I guess. Or maybe, excuse me, I thought it was because the cops can't see. If they can't see enough what you're doing, you could be, say, drinking and driving or something, and they can't visibly see you if you're distracted and you're going on your phone. But yeah, the front windshield, especially if you got that really tinted, then it could be a hazard. But it's different rules in different places. So different places, like, you can maybe have front windows, but it just can't be too dark. Like, I'm curious, are these people getting the back windows tinted? Yeah, they don't come tinted. Just so many people have the back seat window tint, and I want it. I want that for me, because I don't want people to see what's in my car either. Not that I have anything illegal in there, or do I? No. It's just, for one thing, I had a cover for my hatchback, my trunk, and that broke, so I took it out. And so I haven't had issues with people breaking into my car except one time, because I was a dumb, stupid idiot. Like, living in Vancouver, I was in a house, but it was near downtown Vancouver, and I had gone camping, and for so many days, I just was being lazy to take my camping equipment out of the car. So I had a full-on, like, tent, mattressy thing, probably my sleeping bag, like, just gold for a homeless person. There were homeless people walking around all the time in my neighborhood, especially, like, at night, you know. And so, yeah, my window got smashed, and they took the stuff. Obviously, like, I wasn't even mad. I had no anger about it, really. It was just like, I'm dumb, and I'm sure they needed it. So it was an expensive tent. It was maybe like a $50 tent from Canadian Tire. So I was like, you know what? It went to someone who needed it, but I'm dumb. And I think a lot of people there actually leave their car doors unlocked, so that doesn't, if they don't have anything in their car, just so that someone doesn't smash their window trying to look for something in their car and break it, and then they have to get their window fixed. Like, some people will just leave their doors unlocked somehow. But then can't someone figure out how to steal your car and drive it away? I don't know. Maybe they have one of those, like, steering wheel locks on, but yeah. What's up? Sorry, man. We've come to the conclusion it's better if we part ways. Person gets emotional. Clown. Dude, look at this balloon. Yeah, yeah, the guy, the emotional support clown when getting fired. Yeah, well, because, yeah, it's just, yeah, so fun. They had in their policy, it said that they could bring a person, right, to the meeting for emotional support. So he was like, he was just the best, funniest to fuck with them, with the clown. Depends on the brand. I drive a BMW. They come with a black window tint. Oh, okay. On order from the dealership. Front is only 7% tint allowed. Back 45%. I see. Back tint is definitely a good thing to have. Yes, it is. It tease. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna go now, guys. Thanks for everyone joining. This is A Slice. Thank you so much, Joa, for moderating and carrying the chat. It was getting pretty quiet there for a bit, for sure, and Joa saved the day with carrying the chat. Otherwise, it would have been awkward for me to be just, like, talking to my own self. So thank you. It's been fun. Yes, it has. Thank you so much. So, yeah, okay, I think I want to try and do a live on the weekend sometime. So, yeah, Joa, if I decide ahead of time when I'm doing it, then I can let you know if you want to join in. No pressure, of course, as always, it's no pressure, but I think the weekend lives are fun because, yeah, there's just more people chilling on the weekend. So, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be Friday or Saturday or whichever, but we will see. And then we will see you guys when we see you then. Okay, love you guys, and bye. Oh, okay. Well, next stream, busy again. Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, bye. I didn't want to ignore oh my god, ew. Okay, I gotta get my lips unchapped here. Okay. Okay, bye, guys.